I want to thank you for taking the time to join us here on Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey. First time in the studio, and man, they've got a bunch of information they want to tell us about and a fundraiser. They are the Ridge Riders Mountain Bike Association, and join us in studio is Tim Lambert. Tim is the president and trail boss for the Ridge Riders Mountain Bike Association. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Brian. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, we were talking off mic before all this started about, going back to the days. I've been at this gig 22 plus years here within the county. So I remember when all this was just, it was like, hey, how are we going to do this? But for those that might not know, what exactly is the Ridge Riders Mountain Bike Association?
Okay, so the Ridge Riders are a 501c3, and we are the trail builders and maintainers for close to 20 miles of mountain bike trails at Lois Hart Park, which is Carter Road, 500 West Carter Road in Mulberry or South Lakeland, so we've been the folks responsible for building again and maintaining close to 20 miles of trail that began almost 26 years ago. Actually, the first trails went in.
So one of the cool things that Polk County Board of County Commissioners likes to do is invest in its residents. And they had an opportunity to partner with the mountain bike riders.
That's right.
Talk a little bit about that partnership with Polk County and Derek Harp and the rest of the boys with Polk County Parks and Recreation, and what you do to fulfill your obligation with the county.
Okay. Actually, we have an awesome partner in the county, Derek Harp and Mike Callender, and Dan Egbert at the park manager. They've all been fantastic to us. They have recently stepped up to help provide us with material for replacement of bridges and putting dirt down and replacing areas of erosion and so forth. So it's been a great relationship. So that's the side that the county handles. We handle the side that does the physical work. So we are the labor, we are the brains, and the relationship that we have is that if we have ideas for things we need to change or we need to, again, replace a bridge or something, we draft that up, we present that to the county reviews it and makes sure that they're in agreement and everything's good. That process usually goes very smoothly, and then they give us the green light and we go to work.
You guys kind of put a little bit of sweat equity. Really, not only are you doing the work to the track, but you're reaping the benefits. There's a reason that park is so successful. It's far enough away from everything, and it gives you that opportunity to, you hear cars going by, but it gives you that touch with nature. Talk about how your riders feel about that 20 miles of track to ride upon.
Okay, so we have trails from the beginner up to expert. And we have a trail rating system of green trails being the easiest, and then blue being moderate, and then black diamond, which takes some developed skills to ride. And we actually have 2 double black diamond trails, which are pro-line trails. The physical benefits are amazing. You get the cardio work, you get the opportunity to develop and build your skills as a rider. But then there's the mental aspect of it as well. We live such busy lives. Everybody is on the go. There's always something on your mind, a problem to solve. Something's got to be done. When you go out and get on your mountain bike, you forget about all that. You think exclusively about the trail that you're riding and making sure that you don't hit a tree or you don't run into the lake or what have you. And believe me, it does happen. I know firsthand.
Trust me. I ride a Harley. Short attention span theater.
Absolutely, you understand. So it's the opportunity to go get some physical exercise and also go and kind of decompress and just put the world aside for a while. And I think that's probably the greatest benefit that you get from it. Now, people say mountain bikes in Florida and they snicker. Quite honestly, I snickered when I first heard about mountain biking in Florida. But fortunately, because of the mining operation that happened many, many years ago, the tailings that they made the ridges with, we have ridges that range anywhere from 10 feet tall to 50, 60 feet tall, and we have carved trails through all of those ridges, making for some very fun, technically challenging, but also flowing trails. So if somebody wanted to get started, You get on a bike, absolutely a helmet is a must, and you start on the green trails, and you just get used to pedaling, start to get your cardio build up, start to build your core and your legs, and it's amazing how much you'll see progression, and that fuels the fire to come back and do it again and do it again. And one of the things we're really happy with is we've got the National Interscholastic Cycling Association, the local race team, which are 6th through 12th graders, the Lakeland Composite is their name. They're doing fantastic stuff with the young folks, and they're bringing more and more young folks to this sport, and so we're really excited about that aspect as well.
The cool thing about those guys, well, we featured you guys on Sports Central, which is our Visit Central Florida.
Yes.
That was on the TV show last week.
Yes,
and then
it was.
about 3-4 years ago, we used to do this athlete spotlight, and one of the very first teams of those kids, we did a feature on young athletes and
Yes.
and them talking about the discipline that it takes to be a part of this team. So definitely, if folks want to
Yes.
look for it, that is something y'all should look for. The race that they had a couple weeks ago, and of course this team that he's talking about.
Yes.
Now, one thing that we mentioned, you had mentioned, 501c3, going back to the early days of NASA. No Bucks, no Buck Rogers.
That's right.
You guys have a benefit coming up, and all that money that you guys need to raise goes right back into these trails. And I
Yes.
think the thing that folks need to realize, even if they're not a part of you, they're still eligible to use these trails and become a part of a park that provides a service for them. So talk a little
Yes.
bit about what this fundraiser does, when it is, and then how in turn you guys use what money you raise.
Okay, very good. So we have an annual club party, and that's what we're having now. It'll be February the 9th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Pavilion at Lois Hart Park. And what we do there is we invite anybody that's interested in coming and learning about bicycling, or anybody that's already in the sport, doesn't matter where you are, where you're located, please come. And what we ask for is the donations through straight donations. We also have a raffle, we'll have a group ride, and we'll have a whole lot of bicycle talk and talk to folks that maybe are trying to get into the sport about what they can do, and some suggestions about, you know, where to get started, where to get the first bike, you know, et cetera. Some of those questions that most folks have. But the whole key for us is we have a relationship with the county where they help us out with materials, but supporting those trails and the machinery that we have to have, lawnmowers, a side-by-side, et cetera, the essential tools to be able to get out and do the work, that's on us. And so all the money that we bring in helps us keep our machinery in tip-top shape and ensure that we're able to keep those trails in tip-top shape.
So on the party on the 9th, what are you looking for from folks?
Come on out at 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a raffle. And so we're going to have a group ride. We're going to have a lot of folks talking about bikes and talking about the trails. We're going to have NICA, the Lakeland Composite team, is going to be there. Also, they're going to have food, and so they're going to be getting some donation with offering some food. They're going to have some barbecue and so forth. And so the whole idea is to just bring more people on board with the sport, and to try and get some folks to contribute to our financial needs, so that we can continue to grow the sport and grow the trails.
Got about 30 to 45 seconds left, Tim.
Okay.
What I want you to do, inspire folks, whether individually come out and join you, support you financially, or somebody from a local business digs what you're doing and wants to get back to nature and support it. Maybe stroke that check and help you guys out a little bit.
We're open to all of that, absolutely. We appreciate, we have a lot of corporate sponsorship, and we have individuals, and we have families that come out. We have some folks that actually write a check every month because they've got a trail named after a family member, et cetera. So it's a kind of a family-oriented sport, and there's support across the board. If you're new and you want to get your feet wet, you can talk to anybody on the trail. Mountain bikers are the most open and friendly and courteous folks you're going to find, and they can certainly help point you in the right direction.
Well, Tim, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Okay.
And anytime you guys got anything coming down, I'd really like you to come back in and talk a little bit more about the club. Maybe bring one of the members in. You know, maybe we can get a member.
Yeah.
When you're the trail boss, you have a certain opinion. But
Yes.
when maybe bring somebody new in and give the perspective of what the club really means to them. So
Sure.
come back and see me, would you please?
That would be fantastic. And if somebody does want to donate and can't make it to our party, you can go to our website at rrmbaclub.org.
All right, we'll see you in a few months, all right?
Brian, we appreciate it.
All right. Ridge Riders Mountain Bike Association invites you to their fundraiser and annual party Sunday, February 9th, 9 a.m. to noon, Loyce Hart Park in Mulberry. They maintain close to 20 miles in trails, and the trail system is built and maintained by their volunteer labor. They need volunteers and donations to support the efforts of continued maintenance of the trails, along with purchasing and repairing the equipment. For details, go to rrmbaclub.org or give them a call, 863-712-1319. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.